Hello pretties, I'm EmberWytch and welcome to Night Vale. This is a browser game called Investigative Journalism, a Welcome to Night Vale game. Fan game. So, I will definitely leave a link in the description, but definitely this is a really cool thing because, okay, for you guys that don't know, Welcome to Night Vale is something I recently just got into thanks to my friend Sarah while we were going to HammockCon. And it is a fictional podcast where it sounds like a guy from like this small town out in the middle of the desert is reading off like the daily things that goes on. It's like community radio, but the thing is things are going crazy. Like imagine if Gravity Falls or Stranger Things or some kind of weird stuff like that, but just you only hear it through radio. Like sort of like War of the Worlds. How originally War of the Worlds was a show on the radio and everybody thought it was real. Yeah, think of it like that, but it's a podcast. But anyway, so you are gonna see like you are gonna hear me read some goofy stuff. This is a text-based game, so sorry if you're not interested. But yeah, I just wanted to play it because I found it one day and I was like, hey, this seems cool. So, and I like Night Vale, so awesome. By the way, this is fan made by Astrid Damati. I don't know how to say your name and I apologize, but that person right there on the screen, Astrid. It is your first day as an intern at the Night Vale community radio station. You know it may be your last. Oh my. But the show can't proceed as normal until you recapture the news. It used to be kept in the newsroom, behind a propped-up mop, under a bristling pile of headlines, and locked inside a steel box. Okay. But the mop has been knocked over, the headlines have been scattered, and the box still has acid burns dripping from its sides. Oh god, the news is violent. There are no other clues as to its whereabouts. It seems that if the show is to go on, it is time for some investigative journalism. Clues as to the disappearance of the news could be scattered anywhere throughout the station. It'd be best to look closely for anything you could find, but not too closely, of course. You can search for clues in the recording booth, break room, the station oracle, the newsroom, or the station, or ask station management. Or you can just leave the station and search for clues elsewhere. I'm gonna go to the recording booth first. You stand outside my recording booth. I wave. You wave back. I blink twice, shake my head, and swallow the secrets that were trying to slither their way up my throat. In short, I don't know anything about where the news might have gone. Sorry, Ember. Oh, okay. Side note, this is probably from the perspective of Cecil because he's the one that is the radio announcer, the one that does the show. And he sort of has like a omnipresence. He sort of knows everything as it's happening and it's really interesting. Alright, newsroom, station management. A shadow undulates behind frosted glass as you approach the door labeled Station Management. Wait, okay, I have to read this like Cecil. Maybe I can do it, I don't know. A shadow crap. A shadow undulates behind frosted glass as you approach the door labeled Station Management. Uncertainty grips you. Uncertainty over your choices in employment. Uncertainty over your choices in existence. Uncertainty over what is that's really actually gripping you. Yeah, that sucked. Approach the door and tell them the news is missing or go back to examining the rest of the station. Okay. I don't know if I should tell station management because station management is some kind of monster. Like, they have, like, ungodly, like, roaring, and, like, whenever they open the door, fog seeps out, and it's sort of like something from Lovecraft. Like, this whole thing is like something from Lovecraft. So, and here's the joke. Interns don't last long in Night Vale radio. Matter of fact, they tend to go through a lot. Like, let me see. Hold on. Okay. So there was intern Chad, Jerry, Leland, Rob, Brad, Stacy, Richard, Kareem, Gustav, Blake. Yeah. So the list goes on, but interns don't tend to last long. So that's why this game is sort of making me laugh a little bit, and it's making me second guess my life, because I'm afraid that I'm going to be butchered if I tell this monstrosity that is my boss that the news is missing. So the worst that can happen is I just die and I start over again. So I guess approach the door and tell them it's missing. You wrote a note for them, a detailed yet concise report stuffed into a single yellow square. The note slides smoothly under the crack, and you wait. The door cracks open, darkness rolling with disappointment. A chill descends down your spine, one vertebra at a time, as you realize you forgot to fill the note out in triplicate. To the family of intern Ember. This is what I was talking about! To the family of intern Ember, we regret to inform you that Ember has lost to the forces beyond our control. The only evidence of their existence left is, to us, is a high-pitched, unending scream that is now fills the halls outside the station management's office. And though Ember's time at community radio was very short, their scream is long. They will not be forgotten. This is what I was talking about. Okay, make another choice. So, I'm not gonna tell station management. I'm going to run the other way. Ignorance is bliss. Clues as to the disappearance. Okay, leave the station. The sun is bright. You shade your eyes from the fearsome glow as you step outside the radio station. You've found all you need there. All journalists must someday leave the nest. Night Vale sprawls out in front of you. It reeks of sand and blood and finite possibilities. Your keen reporting instincts and the constant trail of news the news has left narrow down your options as to where to search for clues. Not all of them will be fruitful. Most all will be dangerous, such as the life of a reporter. You have the antenna, but little else. Maybe someone, somewhere, saw something, somewhere. Not gonna return to the radio station. Investigate Moonlight All-Night Diner. The public library. Oh god, the public library. The bowling alley or the dog park. Okay. People cannot go into the dog park. Dogs cannot go into the dog park. It's in the first podcast. Just go listen. But okay, I guess the library will be next. Nope. You know that investigative journalism involves some risky things, but there's risky and then there's librarians. You'll look for clues elsewhere. Okay, librarians are sort of like these vicious things. Alright, so, dog park. The city council would like to remind everyone not to go near the dog park. Dogs are not allowed in the dog park. People are not allowed in the dog park. Intern Ember is definitely not allowed in the dog park. Okay, fine. Alright. Oh, make your way downtown. I'm not gonna sing the song because I'll probably get flagged. Oh. And now, for today's traffic. Every day, we make choices. Big choices. Life-changing choices. You might think that the choice you made last night of what to eat for dinner was a small choice. But you don't know that. You don't know anything. That is, in fact, the only thing you might know is that the only nugget of truth that you can cling to when the world asks you questions you barely understand and expect answers that are beyond all of us? Questions like, who am I? Where am I? Does this shirt look nice? What even is a mountain? The world will ask this of you. Ask this of you. But take comfort in the fact that you can always answer, I don't know. And make a choice anyway. This has been Traffic. Okay. Excuse me. Downtown Night Vale is bustling, beating, bleeding heart. Excuse me. Downtown Night Vale is the bustling, beating, bleeding heart of our little town. It houses the many important buildings like the Downtown Convention Center, the Downtown Dentistry Museum, and the Downtown Bloodstone Circle. However, the antenna you found is tuned into only one place, and that is the new Downtown Internet Cafe. Seeing as authorization from the city council is needed to use a computer, the Downtown Internet Cafe is rather empty at this hour, and at all other hours. Comforting posters say things like, all connections are illusions, and surf the World Wide Web. Gently into your ear. In one corner, a blank wall gives away to the passport photo section, where there used to be a poster there, but it has been ripped down and melted beyond all recognition. Oh, there it is. In front of you, computer desk stretch back. Rows upon rows of empty computers fading into a distance as they curve and twist into what appear to be a series of tubes and tunnels. I'm gonna go to the passport room. A corner of the poster remains, a patch of the sky and the letters SV. The rest is mangled, lost forever to the rage of the news. The breed that escaped must have been a local variety. They never get along with the international news. Okay, well, I guess the tunnels? You step towards what seems like an endless passageways of the internet. It branches off in every which way, tables curved and placed as to separate you from the rest of the cafe by a wall of circulatory and screensavers. Circuitry and screensavers. The acid has melted through the floor. The news is here. Explore the internet cafe, head back to the front. Explore. There is something about the internet cafe that sets you on edge. Perhaps it reminds you too much of the library, with its silence and easy access to information. But you are a journalist. You will find the news. The vague feeling of unease only gets worse as you're faced with a fork in the road, both paths showing evidence of the news. Ooh. Something's telling me to go right. I'm afraid to. Alright. Walking past computers you don't dare use. You remind yourself of the skills you will need for your upcoming encounter. The 5 W's of investigative journalism. Who, where, when, why, and what was that? A soft hissing. The patter of exoskeleton on linoleum, and the steady rhythm of transitional graphics. The sounds of the news echo strangely inside the internet cafe, and you can hear it getting closer. You can hear it getting louder. Although you have been looking for it, the news is now coming to you. Try to chase down the news, try and trap the news, try to reason with... If it's a monster, I think I'm gonna Scooby-Doo it. I think I'm gonna trap it. Because if it's a okay, you sort of can't use reason with things in Night Vale. Trust me, Carlos has tried for years. And I don't want to chase it down and then not have a backup plan. So we're going to try to trap it. Your scoutmaster told you that earning your trapping that which seeks you badge will come in handy later in life. You are glad that you listened. The knowledge you gained hunched over a scented campfire is what lets you build the trap now, cobbled together from pamphlets and mice. You set it and wait. You're good at waiting. The majority of your life has been waiting. In line, for people, for lowercase news. The practice serves you well as you fold yourself neatly under one of the desks, keeping your line of sight clear. And as you crouch and huddle and wait, I take you now to the weather. Okay. Today the weather comes to you with a click and a rush of sound. Let's see. Can you hear that? Okay. Oh, that's cool. Oh, that's cool. Okay. So, the weather on the podcast is not ever like, oh, it's gonna be sunny today with a chance. No. The weather, I'm sorry, I'm popping my knuckles, but the weather is usually a song from a random upstarting band, like local bands from various places. And it's always like off the wall music. Like there is literally one song called, and I quote, "Waiting for the bus in the rain." And that's all the lyrics are. Waiting on the bus in the rain. Like, it's weird. So, yeah, so this is, I feel personally, after listening to some of those songs, this is a lot better. Okay, everybody shut up. Let's end the weather. In the end, it's almost too easy. The news falls for the baited trap. Unable to resist the ripped-up headlines you scribbled onto spare printer paper. One false move by a clicking claw, and the trap springs. Your scoutmaster would be proud. Getting it back to the station becomes a simple matter of avoiding the spikes and the claws and the acid that try to peek through the trap. Simple. But you make it, and lock it in a fresh box, and smile, knowing that the news will the news will only ever terrorize Night Vale again in a controlled and scheduled manner, as it should be. And all as it should be, the news is locked away, and you've completed your first task as the Night Vale radio intern. Good job! Now you almost feel ready to handle anything life can throw at you, or pitch at you, or catapult towards you. Stay tuned next for the final click of a mouse and the melancholy which comes when the adventure has ended. And as always, no matter what the medium, good night, Night Vale. Good night. All right! That's awesome! Alright, investigative journalism. Welcome to Night Vale is a production of Night Vale Presents. Oh, it's the ending of the podcast. So that was investigative journalism, a Welcome to Night Vale fan game. So, like I said, I would definitely recommend you guys going and listening to Welcome to Night Vale. It's funny, it's weird, it's cool, I love it. If you like things like Gravity Falls or Lovecraftian sort of stories or horror, or just weird things in general, I would definitely recommend Welcome to Night Vale. It does keep you on your toes. And they're still ongoing, so it's not, it started back in 2012, 2013, and it's still ongoing. Like right now, it has like 100 and something, plus, episodes, and I think I'm on 73, something like that. I can't remember, but but yeah. There's so much cool stuff, and I would highly recommend that you go and listen to it. You can listen to it on Spotify. You can actually listen to it on YouTube. If you type in "Welcome to Night Vale," they do have a channel where they have all these. So I would suggest going there if you don't have Spotify or anything else you can listen to podcasts on. But if you like this game and you have others that are also browser friendly, or any others that you think I would get a kick out of, then let me know in the comment section down below. If you like this game, cast the bell and like button. Don't forget to share and subscribe. Hit the bell too if you don't mind. My name is EmberWytch, and I'll see all you pretties in the next video. Bye.